Hey guys, I'm out on the trail, just in the woods here off the main trail. It's a little windy, so you might hear some of that. Had a lot of wind recently. It's knocked down a lot of trees and has definitely caused some devastation, some destruction here in this part of the forest. It's kind of a good setting actually for this video. So this isn't a sad video. It's just a video of acceptance. But I'm not going to get into any details, really, particulars. But I recently had, within the last 24 hours, had a situation, an experience that was rather unpleasant, shall we say. And definitely something that I would say was a negative experience. And so I've had, last evening and so far this morning to kind of think about it, and it keeps kind of like bubbling up a little bit, and causes a little bit of anxiety or whatever. And so I just thought it would be worth making this video, hopefully to to reach any of you who are watching. Maybe this might be helpful to you, maybe not, and that's fine. But potentially, if nothing else, for me it will help me kind of just have a little bit of extra acceptance and just move past it. Be a little reminder to myself. So I've come up with 3 tips, 3 kind of key things that I try to do when I find myself in a difficult situation, maybe a disappointing situation. Number 1, these aren't new principles, but number 1 is that I try to remember that it really isn't personal. It's the vast majority of times when something happens to you, you are the victim of an unfortunate circumstance. It is not a direct reflection of who you are, nor is it a direct attack against who you are. And usually it's not, a personal thing. So you can't identify with the crisis, identify with the disappointment and take it personally. Even if it's a case where you have done something to quote unquote deserve retaliation, and it is actually a direct action against you, it's still more of a reflection of what is happening in the other person's mind. Maybe there's a lesson in it for you, but it still really isn't personal, because it's just an event or a situation. It's not who you are. So I really try to remember that, keep that, in the forefront of my mind. Number 2 thing that I try to remember is that it's okay to experience negative emotions. What would be, really no emotion is negative, but what would generally be thought of as a negative emotion, to experience, sadness or disappointment. I can accept emotions, and I can accept that negative feeling, and I can allow those things to happen without identifying with them. And then also, most importantly, I can let those emotions go. Usually when we feel bad about something, whether we feel sad or angry or betrayed or disappointed or whatever, it's those emotions aren't necessarily even the experience. They're more so just tools to help us process the experience and maybe learn something along the way, something that maybe we can not really necessarily put our guards up about next time, but maybe just be mindful of as a possibility. So there's a lesson in everything, and allowing yourself to feel bad about something is okay. as long as you also allow yourself to let go of those emotions and realize that they do not own you in that situation. Third thing for me, I guess, is to, I know it sounds really cliche and it sounds really, it sounds a little bit cheesy, but for me, you know, you always have to kind of look at for the silver lining, or maybe even if the situation itself, you know, maybe if there is no real silver lining of whatever has happened, don't allow that to close off your mind and your observational powers to look for other opportunities or other positives. So it kind of ties in with number 2. But like, for example, you know, I haven't been in the best of mood, or I haven't been like thinking maybe as positively about things over the last 24 hours because of a disappointing situation. But then again, I'm seeing other opportunities that could be really, you know, good things. And so I'm not just shutting those out because I'm in a bad mood, I guess is my point. You know, I have another opportunity that has presented itself today that I just had a conversation about with somebody, a work opportunity that could potentially be really good. And, you know, it falls right on the heels of this negative experience, if you will. So, you know, if I just kind of had my eyes and my mind closed and just didn't want to talk about it to anybody, then maybe this potential good opportunity just wouldn't even be on my radar. I just wouldn't even have picked it up. And I still don't even know if I will, you know, but I'm at least considering it and not allowing the current situation to dictate my future, I guess is the point I'm trying to make. So yeah, I guess those are my 3 tips. You know, just trying to just stay true to yourself, really, is the main thing. Just realize that most things that happen, the vast majority of things that happen are not personal. They usually say much more about the other person or other situation than they do about you. But it's okay to be like, shit, this sucks. You know, it's okay to process as long as you can move on. Allow yourself the time to process it. Allow yourself to feel the sadness, feel the disappointment, whatever it might be, feel the anger, and be able to move on from that so that you can see the other more positive opportunities that are still out there waiting for you. So yeah, I don't know, I guess this is Dr. John signing off. But no, I just thought I'd share that with you guys, and hopefully, you know, this resonates with you, and if it doesn't, well, that's fine too. But I'd love to know what your thoughts are in the comments. I'll be fine, so it's all good here, man. Like, seriously, I'm good. I'm in my natural habitat right here in the woods, so I'm just fine, you know, and everything will be okay. But let me know how you handle situations where something goes wrong and what you do. But all right, peace, guys. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. We'll see you next time.